Hey, 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 y'all. Welcome back. This is your girl, Queen Talks Crime. Y'all go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks everyone for coming on in. First and foremost, y'all already know what we have to do. We have to do. Hold on one second. Let's get that disclaimer in. All right, disclaimer is this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Hold on, y'all. Educational and entertainment purposes only. All right. So thanks each and every one of y'all for coming on in. I'm not gonna keep y'all on because I got some other videos I gotta bring to y'all. Y'all get ready for. Hold on one second. One second. All right, sorry about that. Um, we're gonna have the Casey Anthony over here. I will be watching it on Peacock, and yes, we are going to talk about it. We're gonna talk about it, okay? Hey, Lorraine, welcome, everyone, even in the bushes. What's up? Okay, so hey, John, I haven't seen you in so long. How are you doing? How are you doing? Oh, so nice to see you. So nice to see you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, let me. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about it, y'all. It's been a lot of rumors. Okay, a lot of rumors and a lot of gossip. Okay, pertaining to Shanquella Robinson. Okay. And I just want to touch on that for a few moments and then I will let y'all enjoy y'all evening because we got a lot of other things that we got going on. Okay. So, real quick, I'm going to let y'all know what we got coming up. We have Jelani Day. We have Michael Vaughn. We have Kylie Rodney. And of course, none other than Casey Anthony. Okay. Who is back to get her 10, 15 minutes of fame and some money in her pocket. Okay. So we definitely going to talk about her when she has that series. When will it be? Let's see. Tuesday. Tuesday. It will be coming out on Peacock and I might just stream it. Okay. She has 3 parts and I might just stream it over here on the channel. Okay. Your girl just saying. Okay, so real quick. Let me see if I want to play. Let's see, your girl might want to play. Okay, so shout out to. Let me see. Let me pull her up because we're gonna listen to. Okay, let me see. Let me pull it up. It's saved in my watch later. Okay, the first thing I want y'all to hear. Confirms the fight happened in the. Let me see. Is this the one? Pull it up too. So shout out to Gossip Girl XOXO. I'm just gonna play a little bit of her video. Let's see, a little bit of the timeline. I want y'all to hear this for yourself, so y'all would know the truth and not be confused by rumors. Okay, real quick.
Guys to listen to this news thing because it's going to clear up.
View home, Villa Linda 32 on October 28th. The guest list notes there were 7 people on the trip. Robinson called her mom to tell her a chef was cooking them dinner that night.
I said, well, okay, I love you. Have a good night.
and she talked to her the next day. We know at some point Robinson was violently assaulted by another woman inside the villa. Picture comparison with the villa's online photo gallery confirms the fight happened in the master suite. Multiple people watched the fight, encouraging Quella to fight back.
Quilla, can you at least fight back?
No. She says no before she's thrown to the ground and punched and kicked in the head and back of the neck. Investigative reporter Gerardo Zuniga with Metropolimix shared the police report with Queen City News. It says on October 29th at 2:13 p.m., the group called for a doctor, telling that doctor Robinson drank too much alcohol and they wanted to give her an IV. At 3:15 p.m., the doctor arrived and noted Robinson had a poor verbal response in a drunken state with stable vital signs and was dehydrated. Dr. Carolina Beatriz Onelias Gutierrez recommended they transfer Robinson to the hospital, but her friends insisted they treat her on site. At 4:20, Robinson had a seizure, and that's when her friend, named in the report as Wenter Donovan, called 911 to request an ambulance. During that time, Robinson's condition deteriorated. Dr. Gutierrez declared her deceased just before 6 p.m. The doctor was with Robinson for nearly 3 hours, a large discrepancy with her death certificate, which says she died 15 minutes after her injury. Another inconsistency, her time of death, which is noted as 3 p.m. on her death certificate and 6 p.m. in the police report. Police who were called to the villa at 5 p.m. arrived at 5:25. They tell Queen City News friends also told officers Robinson had alcohol poisoning, something they say they knew was false when her autopsy came back. On November 9th, Robinson's mother, frustrated and seeking the truth, speaks to Queen City News, telling us she doesn't believe the story her daughter died of alcohol poisoning, something her so-called friends were also telling the family. On November 10th, Robinson's body arrived back home to family along with her death certificate, which listed her cause of death a severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the top vertebrae in the neck. It indicated to family she had been beaten. On November 16th, only after news agencies pressed Mexican authorities on the suspicious death did they share a press release stating they were investigating the death of a woman at Fundadores Beach Club. 2 days later, November 18th, the FBI announced it had launched an investigation into Robinson's death, nearly 3 weeks after she died.
All right, y'all. So let's just address that real quick. Welcome, Tracy, Lorraine, and no other than John Q in the chat, and to whoever are in the bushes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Not going to hold y'all long. We'll get straight to it. Let's go ahead and smash these rumors out of the way. Can news anchors be incorrect? Yes, because you have people just voicing what they think or their part to them, correct? So news can be wrong. They just reporting what they've heard. So can they go by what other people are saying? They put it out. Yes. So the news can be wrong. Okay. So you see different articles, different news saying different things. Okay. We have an autopsy. Okay. We have a death certificate that says 3:00. She died. She was deceased at 3 p.m. Okay. 3 p.m. She was no longer living. It also said on the death certificate, she died 15 minutes after her injury. Okay. So we're going to stick to facts. We're not going to go off of rumors. Okay. Yeah, we can talk a little bit about what they're saying, but it doesn't even really matter at this point because it's not matching. When something is not matching, it means it's not true. So you have these friends, okay, so-called allegedly frenemies, saying, oh, it was alcohol poisoning. Boom. Autopsy said injury to the neck and spine. Then you got people saying, oh, she wasn't dead at 3:00. For example, Nazir Wiggins, one of the so-called frenemies. She wasn't dead at 3 o'clock. She was unconscious, but she wasn't deceased, allegedly from Nazir. The death certificate says 3 o'clock, and she died 15 minutes after her injury. So when you want to weigh, I'm gonna go with the autopsy. Okay, I'm not gonna roll with the friends who've been lying from the beginning, saying it was alcohol poisoning, and then with this alleged doctor, practitioner, nurse, whatever that person was in the room, allegedly being in there for what, 4 hours. Does that make any sense to y'all? Because it don't make sense to me. Why would you, a doctor, be in there trying to save someone's life for what? 4 hours, when instead of trying to get them to the hospital. Okay. Does that make sense? Mm-mm. Makes no sense. Your job is to what? Save lives, right? So if this is true, they failed miserably. They're not gonna say, hey, look, Kendra, they're not gonna say, um, I went in there and I let the people insist or pay me to go about my business, and we left her there, and she was found by choo 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 choo. Like, that doesn't make no sense. Miss Queen, I'm sure you noticed that the death certificate was signed by both the informant and the forensic doctor. Did you see that? People are playing. Hey, Chris. Yeah, it's crazy. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I'm glad she's here in the US, because allegedly the family's going to get, you know, another autopsy done. If so, guess what? We're going to know. We already know how she was unlived. So we're going to know the time of death as well. She's over here in the United States now. So there's no more games. The truth, hey, Amazing Trap, the truth is going to come out. Okay? It doesn't matter. It's going to come out. She's in the US now. Her father paid almost $7,000 to get her here in the US, and they are her and her mother, him and her mother, going to find out exactly what happened to her. Hello, Zena. Welcome. They're gonna find out. So we're gonna keep up with this. I'm gonna make a playlist specifically for Shanquella Robinson. And as news and more information comes out, and I'm really listening to what the family is releasing. I'm not going off because a lot of people are jumping out here lying, ex-boyfriends claiming to be the boyfriend. That's not true. So don't believe that. The ex-boyfriend that's out here running his mouth on social media, the family said that is an ex, and what he was saying was not true. The ex-boyfriend came out and said they got someone arrested. No, it was only a warrant for an arrest, and they didn't even say who. We can assume and guess who it likely is, but they haven't released it. So the ex-boyfriend is out here lying, playing the last recent boyfriend before Miss Robinson's death. That's not true. You got a cousin. Your family talked about that. The spokesperson with the family said the cousin, they don't know who that is. That is not true. Okay, well, welcome, Zena. That is not true. So, whatever cousin, the family don't know her, and they are not receiving or acknowledging her as the cousin. So, yeah, y'all got to be mindful of all the information that's out there, because y'all know how these cases go. You got everybody and their mama want to come out and say they're the boyfriend, they're the brother, they're the sister, they're the uncle, they're the auntie, that's my grandbaby, that's my granddaughter. Y'all know how it go. Okay, we know how it go. So you got to be mindful. Oh, I'm pretty sure Lakendra Sheesbury, I believe they might have already got a second one, or working on the second one, because they're going by the autopsy, and they got it over here in the funeral home and everything. and they did all, you know, the dad, everybody was able to look over her. Now, one thing I haven't heard about was anything coming back from the blood. So I'm gonna wait and see if they're gonna, you know, tell us anything about the blood because people are speculating that exactly John Q. Because people, you are no, 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 no. We don't do rooms over here. So, because people are speculating that she was allegedly drugged. We don't know that for sure. So we're just gonna sit back and see if the family or the spokesperson for the family, Gerald Jackson, if he's going to come out whenever her blood work. Because sometimes y'all know how it takes some weeks for the blood work to get back if they don't put a rush on it. Let's see what else. Okay, the parents also said, I think I stated this on my last live. The parents also stated they don't know anything about no money stolen from Shanquella. The dad said he paid his money, and they did say that the frenemies tried to get $5,000 from them. They tried to get $5,000 from them. They requested the family to give them $5,000 to get Shanquella to the hospital. Hey, AP. They requested. The family denied giving them $5,000 and said Shanquella has insurance. That's interesting, John Q. Well, I know that the family, they're not saying everything that they're doing, but I'm pretty sure because they said they wants to get down to the truth of the fact of what happened. So it's likely they might have got, because the FBI and everything's involved. I'm sure they're working on that over there. Over here before they buried her. Or if not, they probably likely going to resume her body. I'm sure everybody know not to really trust Mexico. No offense to anybody if y'all are from there. We just know how things go. No offense to anybody, but they don't care about us, okay? Just like how the alleged doctor let some regular people that don't have no type of medical anything tell them, no, we're going to keep her here. We're going to keep her here. Just give her IV here. She needed to be worked on in a hospital with x-rays and all of that. They could see everything and know what to do. See, they likely over there doing CPR and all of that. If you got a broken neck and a broken spine, you just making it worse. You just making it worse. Okay? You're just making it worse. So it's best. Exactly. She needed some oxygen. She needed a whole list of things, AP. So whatever medical person that was in that room, if it was, I believe they probably was bought off, but I don't believe it was from Shanquella. And whoever that was didn't care and listen to them, which let us know that that's grimy. They on some shisty things over there. That whole situation, I don't believe none of the free enemies or the medical professional because you sat there and allegedly was not matching up to the death certificate of her dying at 3 o'clock. And y'all said she died at almost 6 o'clock. So what's what? What's what? Did she die at 3 or did she die at 6? And with those type of injuries to the neck and spine, I'ma go with she was likely deceased 15 minutes later. She wasn't up. She wasn't alive getting her head rubbed to listen to Summer Walker. I just, you know, you rubbing her head and she got a broken neck. So I just that's not making sense. So I wanted to differentiate the rumors from the lies. Okay. So we're not listening to no ex-boyfriend. He does not have the tea. He doesn't have the truth. The cousin, the family does not know who that is. Okay, so we're not listening to the cousin. And some of these tabloids, their information is even wrong. So we're gonna wait for the family, okay, to handle all of that, to get the real truth behind the situation. That's what we're gonna wait on because this makes no sense, none whatsoever. Okay. Now, and then people are saying, oh, they stole all this money from Shanquella. Family is saying they don't know nothing about no money that's been stolen from her. That she didn't go over there with a whole large cash, and allegedly you're not even allowed to go over there with large sums of cash. So I'm gonna pretty much stick with the family. I'm sure they got all of her things and can run her cards, her cash, everything. And if they're not saying that they've noticed anything stolen, I'm gonna roll with that. Because of course they're gonna know. If they see run her card and she has withdrawal and that cash is not on her with her belongings, they're gonna know, hey, money was stolen. And as of right now, the mother and sister and father, Mr. Bernard, is not saying that nothing was stolen from her. Matter of fact, he's saying he paid almost $7,000 to get her body back. And it's sad that him and his brother had to search all over Mexico funeral homes to find his daughter when she went over there with a group of people and came back in a box, deleted. Okay? Hey, Seashore Girl. Hey, love you more. I miss y'all. I don't understand why they didn't rush. Hold on, I don't understand why they didn't rush her to a hospital. Listen to the friends request to work on her at the villa for that long. No way. It's so crazy and almost makes you. It's so wild, Lakendra. It's unbelievable at this point. It's so wild that it's unbelievable. Okay, and if that's the case, then the nurse, whatever you was, practitioner, doctor, need to be locked up as well for neglecting your job. You are responsible for her death as well because you didn't get her to the hospital. You didn't treat her the way she needed to be treated. Therefore, you need to be locked up too, if that's true. But I'm not leaning that way. I'm leaning they're trying to cover their butts because possibly somebody was called, but they didn't do their job. So they dragging out these hours. In my opinion, if there was, okay, a medical professional in that room, I'm sure they got some type of money for hush, hush, okay, and had to lie on their little report and drug it out because the difference of the time of death, the hours, is going to show in the body. See, people think only the live people speak. No, the death speaks louder. You understand what I'm saying? Not only do we speak, but the dead will tell you the truth. The body speaks louder. So with them knowing, okay, their body's gonna tell what happened to her. So I'm gonna have to drag out these hours that I was there doing this, that, and the third. And her vitals was fine. At no point, there's no way her vitals could have been stable with a broken neck and a broken spine. So a lot of that just doesn't make sense. Okay, so that lets me know, okay, that's a lie. But like I said, a lot of that was reported from the doctor was overly exaggerated because they have to cover for hours of things not being done compared to whatever her real time of death is. And so far on the death certificate is p.m. 1500 military time is Shanquella's time of death. And then you have this other source saying 5:57. Okay. It's up to y'all what y'all want to go with. But right now, I'm going to stick with because I can't trust. AP, I don't think so. I don't think so. And if they did, they knew she was gone. They knew she was gone. All of this, I believe, is to cover this report. This medical professional have to act like, oh, he or she was in there really working, really doing this, really doing that for hours. It's all to try to cover. They're trying to cover their butts. That's what this is at this time. Because see, now indictments and arrest warrants is being handed out. People want people to be held responsible. The family, and we do too. We and the family, we want them held responsible. Whoever, everyone, okay? Everyone needs to be held responsible from the top on to the bottom. A medical person, if a police was in there and didn't report, didn't do anything right, you held responsible too. I don't care who it is. No one's above the law. So, yeah, so I think they're covering their asses right now. That's what that report is for, in my opinion. It makes you say, in my opinion, is they're covering their butts. One more thing, if you stayed here this long, I got a surprise for y'all. This just came out, and I want to know what y'all think about this. Okay, so allegedly there's another video that FBI have. Not even the attorney have seen it, but somebody allegedly came to Shaquella's rescue. Not the people with the testes. Not them. Not the ones that should have broke it up. Not those. But there was allegedly a woman that came to Shanquella's rescue. So this information is from Gossip Girl, just dropped, okay? And I want y'all to hear this tea. And then I'm going to let y'all go. Yes, y'all know I'm going to bring out a ton of surprises. So for those who are here, y'all get to hear it first. Let's go. Let me get this. She got a commercial going on. Yes, y'all. It's another video. So only people that have seen the videos is the FBI. And guess what? They have been broken down pieces. So the people that suspected that the videos have been broken up in parts, that is true. They have been broken them up in parts. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to Gossip Girl. The credit goes to her.
Ground, and they said that's the third blow. Okay, the last blow. Now it's a third video, and the Mexican people say they have this video. They are not releasing the video, and it's of Dejanay. She's seen to be the more aggressor in her name, but I believe it to be Elise. One of the girls come through in the back. She heard all that commotion. She said, "Oh no, come on now, this is too much." And she's pretty much getting to it, Dejanay, about the ruckus that's going on. Cause we already know Winter, she about that life. Winter, she down with Dejanay. Whatever she gonna do, she gonna do. That's her best friend, Road Dog. Okay? So she ain't had that type of energy. So we got to talk about it. And another thing, we got to give a shout out to Chronicle Speaks, because that's where I got it from. Okay? Shout out to YouTuber Chronicle Speaks. All right? She was over here. DJ Start Be. Chronicle Speaks was over here in our chat the other day, and she is such a blessing. When I tell y'all, y'all have to go over there and check out her channel. She got this new video. And she was over there looking at the lead attorney, because the lead attorney, he was the one that did this interview with the Mexican people, child. And she took notes from the lead attorney, and she chopped it up to a smaller video, which that's what I'm looking at now. You know what I'm saying? But the lead attorney, he has a full interview. If you want to go check that out, I'll put both of the links in the bottom so y'all can see. Okay. All right. And shout out to my party crashers and my subscribers. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So I want to play a little clip it so y'all can see what we're talking about. Check this out.
Gerardo did speak about the second video when a woman came into the room and stopped the fight and actually got.
Okay, so they call it the second video. I call it the third video because it's the video we seen. It's that winter video that we have not seen, but we heard about. And now it's the third video, which is this video we have not seen. We ain't going to see, but we hearing about from Mexico. Check it out.
To it with Dejanay. So again, going back to the interview, he does admit that there are two videos, and according to the police, there is a person that tried to intervene in the fight, and it's not one of those men.
You got it. So none of the men tried to break up the putting pause on Malik and Kalia. They was not trying to break it up, but it was another woman. I believe it to be Elise. Now, Chronicle Speaks feel like it's winter. Check it out.
Heard screams and blows, and she came from the back bedroom, and she gets in front of the camera a little bit, and the camera goes to the right. So there was another smaller fight after the Shanquella interaction. So there definitely are two videos because we did not see that. Now he says in the first video, you can see that the woman kind of wants to get in it, but the camera goes to the right and then the camera stops. In the second video, she goes in and starts arguing with Dejanay.
So they was protecting that girl because who was recording. I believe it was Winter recording because we did see some fingernails. Remember? They said, look at who that fingernails is. They said, that's Winter fingers. And we know Malik was around behind the camera as well. So they didn't want to get Elise. They only wanted to get the humiliation of Miss Robinson.
And that's when the fight stops, and then Shanquella starts convulsing on the ground. He hasn't seen the video, but he's getting this description directly from the police and his connect. Now,
all right, so you heard it here.
There y'all go. So from this information is from Gossip Girl. She got the video from one of her other colleagues. So basically, well, we already knew that was another part of the video, right? We already knew that. The FBI has seen it all. The lead attorneys haven't seen it yet, but they have been told about it allegedly. Is there, hold on, let me answer. Okay, hold on, Trace. Let me get to you just a second. So, allegedly, a girl came running from the back, heard the commotion, and tried to break it up. Obviously, at that point, Ms. Robinson was already down, okay? Ms. Robinson was already down for the count. She already got her injuries. And then allegedly there was another altercation between the girl that broke it up and Dejanay. So we was like, okay, nobody gonna break it up. So allegedly someone did, but the damage was already done. So who do I think it was? I believe it was Elise, because when I seen the video, I saw Winter. That's her complexion. That's her fingernails. Winter is the only light-skinned one. That was her hand. Okay? That is her hand. Okay? So I believe that hand that was next to Malik and Khalil, and that was Winter Donovan, Khalil, and Malik watching. And I believe it was Elise that heard the commotion, ran through, saying no, 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 no. And then she allegedly got into it with Dejanay. Okay? So that's what has came out today. We already knew it was more to the story because that was just a clip of a video. They only cut it. And they also believe it's Elise who is allegedly releasing the videos. Okay. Let's see. Tracy, you said, is there a hammock video? Yes, I seen it. If so, where did you find it? Where did I see it? I might have seen it on Facebook. I might have seen it on Facebook. It's just like it's basically you see. It seems like it's from Shanquella's phone. You see her, you see them, her talking about the trip or whatever, and then it seemed like while she was asleep, Khalil had got her phone and was recording her sleep, saying, "We got our first body. She threw for." Okay, in my opinion, that is a saying. That is a part. That's a saying, allegedly a piece of a song. I don't feel that there was no intent in that. In my opinion, it's a saying, allegedly. Okay. When they say my first dead body, it's like, okay, when you go out with friends, okay, the first person that go to sleep gets the one that gets the cream on the face, the all of that. Get cream, ketchup, mustard, whatever. So, in my opinion, I believe at that point he was recording her saying she was the first one that fell out from the drinks. She's the first one that knocked out from the drinks, and boom, that's what it was. He was just recording her. She was sleeping in a hammock, and then it went off. Uh, in another video, I believe you're talking about um Tracy. That's a whole nother video of her saying, y'all hoes ain't naked yet because they're about to go skinny dipping. But I guess they never went skinny dipping because Shanquella ended up going skinny dipping by herself. But that in front of her with no shirt on, that was Khalil, her alleged best friend. He's the only biggest one, darkest one with a big beard. He was in front of her, but she was running around looking for them. But I don't think it could have been at that point, but the room don't look like the room she was attacked in. So I don't this is a lot of rumors with that. And a lot of people trying to piece these little clips of videos together. So until the whole video and the whole shindig is released, I'm not gonna, state that's what he was doing, leading her into a death trap, because I don't um she was looking for them and she walked in there, and then you see that they were standoffish. So I could already tell there was tension in that room. So she likely left and went skinny dipping on her own. But yes, there is a video of him swinging. Yeah, it's a lot of rumors. Yeah, at that point, I do not believe he was leading her to her death because she went skinny dipping and she thought they was getting naked to go skinny dipping with her, but she ended up going skinny dipping after that. So I don't believe she was beat before she went. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't match up. So I believe, at that point she was recording, walked in, thought they was getting naked too, so they can go jump in the pool or whatever. They wasn't naked, so likely she went off on her own, and I believe Khalil might have went with her because he didn't have no shirt on, and that's how he recorded her skinny dipping and things of that nature in the pool and everything. That's how he got those shots. It was likely him that went with her, but she was alone pretty much. No, it was nobody else. So he said we got our first online by the way. Yeah, that's the saying for people that, certain people, I don't know, it's just generation, okay? But that is like a little saying, and people get it from, like, they take a piece of a song and all of that. So I do not believe that that's what he was saying. By the end of the night she's going to be dead. No, I do not believe that at all. I do not believe that, because people do that all the time. If you look around on social media, people, that's a norm. Unfortunately, it's a norm, but I've seen it before. Uh oh yeah, I do. I do believe that they will plan to not all, but I do, because there's a video of her skinny dipping. That's how I know. Anyway, moving on to the next. Um what I was gonna say was I do believe they set her up to, well, I wouldn't say set her up, but I believe like they just planned on fighting her. I don't believe they planned on murdering her, but I do believe they planned on fighting her, Dejanay and Winter, because obviously there was some beef, there was some tension, they were standoffish. Even at the video at the table, you see Shanquella next to Khalil. They are way on the other side, on the left side, and they little corner, and she's from this side yelling way on that side. So you just see there's tension, there's division. It's not a good happy trip. She's more happy, you know. And I've seen one little clip video where they're playing like a drinking game, and Winter was doing push-ups, Dejanay was doing push-ups, they doing push-ups, and it still was a weird vibe. You could feel it, see it through the camera. But once again, those are just pieces chopped out and released on social media. We don't know how in the events went in order. We don't know how the events went. We don't know. But the reason why I say for Sergeant King, because there's a video of her skinny dipping. And she was sleeping in a hammock. Once again, you don't know in the orders of it, but that's what's on the videos. She was the only one. They didn't go with her. And it's on video. So, like I said, we don't know how and in what order. All we know for now, the facts of if this is a real autopsy, well, not even autopsy, a real death certificate. She allegedly died at 3 p.m. And now we have an article allegedly with some nurse saying, yeah, it's on Facebook, allegedly with some nurse saying that she died at 5:57. So what we're going to do, we're going to wait for the facts, see how they piece things in order, see, find out what really happened. Um, and I think it was Elise. I don't see the person that allegedly choke slammed her is the one that stopped it. That makes no sense to me. So I don't know why they would think it would be Winter, but who knows? Because I don't think it'll be the person that picked her by her neck, allegedly, on the second half of the video and choke slammed her and she never got up, allegedly. I don't see that being the person that breaks it up. In my opinion, I believe it was Elise who wasn't in the room that they're reporting that ran in there and got into it with Dejanay on the second half of the video. So it's a lot of he say, she say. Let's not get caught up in that because y'all, I'm not. I'm gonna continue to wait for the spokesman of the family and what the family release and what the police, see what the police, FBI, because they're the only ones who have all the videos and the whole video, not just clips and pieces removed out. They have the whole video. So that's great to know that they got it. So they'll know the right people to at least extradite to Mexico. So until then, y'all already know your girl Queen is checking out. Thanks every last one of y'all for watching, coming through. I'm not trying. I wasn't gonna hold y'all long. So make sure y'all like. Thanks everybody, the mods for coming in, LaKendra, John Q. Thanks for the newbies that came in. I will make a playlist for Shanquella because obviously it's gonna be more information released because we got other other things we have to attend to at the same time. So thank you all for watching. It's your girl Queen, and I will be checking out. Okay. So if y'all have any questions, y'all can go ahead and woo, Got them below. I love y'all. Peace.